Dr. Anita McLaughlin, a transformational counselor, mentor, chaplain, author, and entrepreneur. Stay with me as we redefine another diamond moment. Diamonds are produced through time, heat, and pressure. The cut, clarity, and size of the diamond will determine its use. The use of the stone adds to its value. Life's diamonds are produced and gain their value in the same way. Becoming who you want to be is a process, and that process has stages. So if you're a diamond, it's time to redefine the previous steps of your process. Today I wanted to talk to you on the topic of it's about timing. It's about timing. I always remind you that diamonds are produced through time, heat, and pressure. And the aspect of time in this instance requires patience. Let's face it, as humans, we are not adept at persisting for an indefinite amount of time. We're just not good at that. But in order for our experiences to come forth as diamonds, we need to develop patience. To many people, patience is a bad word. It is a 4-letter word, one to be avoided at all cost. But the adage says that success is the point where preparation and opportunity meet. What it does not say is the time between the preparation and that opportunity will require patience. We live in an instant world. You guys know that. The lottery can make a person a millionaire in minutes, but holding on to the millions takes experience. And that experience, gaining that experience, might take longer than the $1 million last. When we're able to look back at our lives and see our mistakes, it's called hindsight. There's another expression that says hindsight is 20/20. When I look back at my life, I'm able to see clearly everything that is wrong and went wrong. But at that point, it's already behind me. We can look back at many of the decisions that we've made in life, and it shows us clearly where the mistakes are. And if we allow ourselves to learn, to drill down, to look at where we've been, we'll be able to avoid these pitfalls in the future. The eye of a situation and the role self plays in an issue is so important. If we keep taking the same bait, if we keep looking for the fast road, we might reach what we think we want. Many times we reach it just through sheer determination, and we'll succeed. But will we have what it takes for longevity? Or will this be just another experience to evaluate after it eventually fails? One of the greatest pitfalls to success is rushing to be in the current trend, rushing to outdo the competition, rushing to be cuter than or better than or more desirable than the next person or the next thing or the next trend. Patience requires maturity. Maturity requires self-reflection. Self-reflection can bring about self-improvement or self-regulation, which can bring about a new level of maturity. And that maturity can open the door to a greater understanding of the need for being patient. I use the word self a lot of times in that statement. Self-reflection, self-improvement, self-regulation. So why is self so important? Because, as usual, we are what stops our progress. We can react in greed or fear that what we so greatly want will elude us. Scripture says that love cannot be made perfect in fear. What does that mean? Fear cancels out your faith. Fear lessens your vibration. Fear delays the manifestation of your hopes, dreams, and desires. Scripture also says that we're not to think more highly of ourselves than we ought to think. So what does that mean? Not to think of yourself more highly does not mean that you're not supposed to value who you are or to think highly of who you are. What it does mean is that we need to get an accurate picture of who we are. We need to get an accurate opinion, a definition of who we are. We need to evaluate who we are. And once again, that brings us to a place of self-reflection. You know, no one knows what goes on in the inside of a person unless they tell you. Only the individual can look inside and correct what they see there. And when we allow time for retrospection, looking backwards, and introspection, looking inward, to mature us, we end up with the ability to discern what's going on around us. As we grow in discernment, we gain the experience it takes to form us as fully functioning individuals. We begin to see things differently. We waste less time, resources, and energy, and we're able to regain these things. And in doing so, it can actually lead to our success. When we begin to form as individuals, we stop forcing what does not fit in our lives. I want you to think about a grocery store, the kind that have the automatic door, that when you walk up to the door just opens. There's no need to push against the door. You don't have to get anyone's attention in order to open the door. It simply opens when you walk up to the door. Now I want you to imagine yourself walking to the wrong door. I want you to imagine yourself trying to go in the out door. It will not work. It will not open. It will not budge. It's nothing wrong with the door. It's simply that you're in the wrong place. It's not that what you need is no longer inside that building. It is there. You are in the wrong place. And you can burn energy. You can keep bamming on the door or walking back and forth. You can get frustrated with where you are. You can blame others. This door doesn't work. Nothing ever goes right for me. Every time I walk up to something, I'm never able to get in. Or you can look inside and say, what am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong? What's taking place here? I know that in the past, I was able to walk up to the door and it opened. So what is happening now that's causing me to wait? That's causing me to be unable to reach the goal that I want? Is simply allowing yourself to evaluate where you are, to realize I'm in the wrong place for where I want to go. No one is at fault. No one is against me. I'm in the wrong place for where I want to go. When you take that same scenario of the automatic grocery store door and walk to the other entrance, the door automatically opens. So what have I learned? I've learned to evaluate where I am in life. I've learned to evaluate what is actually holding me up. Is it the fact that I'm doing something wrong? Or is it the fact that I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time? Am I able to utilize the knowledge and understanding that I've just gained to make a difference everywhere that I go? Anytime I see a door that looks like this door, I have the ability to evaluate, am I coming in at the right place? Is the store closed? Are the doors locked because there's no one here? If I'm here at the right time and I move to the right door, that door will open for me. Becoming impatient and angry does nothing for anyone. It does nothing to change your plight. But sometimes just moving a few steps over or redefining where you are will put you in just the right place to accomplish all of your goals. And then suddenly you're in the right place at the right time and the door opens. You're able to go in and achieve all of your goals. You not only reach the goal, but once you understand, you'll be able to stay there successfully. And now you look around and you found yourself on a new foundation. And in this new foundation, it has set you up to move to the next level of who you want to become, what you desire to be. So in this case, your test, your trials, your struggles, and the pressures that you have found yourself in have produced something of value in your life. And finally, at that point, you're able to see it's all about the timing. I hope this helped you in reaching your goals and where you want to go. I also want to make you aware that I am doing wisdom talks weekly. If you will meet me there, you'll have the opportunity to ask me real-time questions for me to answer them in real time. I give information at the end of each of our Diamond Moments together, and I invite you to visit the website. There are other resources there that might be beneficial and helpful to you, and if they are, I invite you to check them out. I also ask that you subscribe and rate the podcast if it's a benefit to you. Tell someone else about it. We're going to continue to look at and redefine where we've been. Make sure that impatience is not moving you away from your goal, but that you're doing the work that's needed to look within yourself and to reach anything that you want to reach. Remember, you've been designed to be anything that you want to be. You are free to be who you are. But you have to stop being your worst enemy and become your best friend in order to achieve your goals. Thank you so much, and join me next time for another Diamond Moment. Thank you for listening, and join me next time as we redefine the previous steps of your process. Never forget, becoming is a process. A process has stages. One small change changes everything. So invest in yourself. Please visit my website at www.DrAnitaMc.com. That's DrAnitaMc.com for links and additional information. And please rate the podcast if you're enjoying it.